How long have you been doing martial arts with us now?
About 7 or 8 years.
Well, how old are you now?
17.
Okay, and you started when you were what, like 7, 8, 9, something like that?
I guess so.
So you gotta be going on 10 years now. Close to it.
Alright then.
Yeah.
10 years.
And then how long have you been involved in leadership stuff? Probably 7 or 8 years, huh?
Yeah, for most
Since you're
of the
like
time.
9 or 10. Yeah. And then you've been working on your Black Belt and Beyond project for what, 2, 3 years now, huh?
Yes.
Because you've been a junior black belt for how long?
2.
Okay.
Close to 2.
Cool. And so what we're going to talk about today a little bit is one project you've been doing that relates to your Action Heroes project. That's one of your Black Belt and Beyond and working on your next level and your Black Belt stuff, community service type projects. Tell me about what
a guy came to our teacher, Mr. Haycock, and he asked about kids who would want to be interested in acting in a film, in this PSA. And
so what's a PSA?
public service announcement.
Okay, cool.
What it is that it'll be featured maybe on television, and then also at driving schools for kids, the kind of scare people into not doing it, that kind of thing. And so it's actually a PSA against distracted driving and texting while driving.
Okay.
And so this guy came to our teacher, Mr. Haycock, and he said, "Do you have any kids that would be interested in acting in this commercial?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can go ahead and tell my classes and they'll sign up." And so I signed up, and I was one of 4 people chosen. And so me and my friend Austin Murray, we were chosen to be in, and it's actually quite fun. What happened was Mr. Haycock gave us a schedule with the filming dates, and this was back in spring of this year. But because of the spring weather here in wonderful Twin Falls, Idaho, it was too windy and too rainy, so we had to keep pushing the shoot back. So we ended up filming in June, and
so lots of stop and go and hurry up and wait.
Yeah, very. And it was pretty exciting too, because when we got the call saying that the shoot had been canceled, they said it's too windy for the helicopter, and we had no idea what was going on. But then we both just thought, "There's a helicopter. That's amazing." And it just kind of got a lot more like our video. It's probably going to be about maybe a full-length feature almost.
Okay.
Because there's a lot more than just what we did. There was a few other actors in it. They had a certain part, and then they also did a lot of interviews with medical staff and like the first responders. It's also what it is. It's also a tribute to someone who did die in an accident of texting while driving. So they have those people involved in it, and like the parents. It's a lot bigger than what we thought, actually, because it does help. It's a major distraction. And part of what we had to do is we actually did have to text and drive, and that was the first time I've ever done that, and it's hard. It really is. I don't know how people do it, and I was actually swerving a little bit, and the phone's up on the wheel too, so you'd think I could see the road, double vision, No. It's ridiculously hard. You have no idea what's going on the road, or like even if you're paying attention to your phone. And so it's just a major safety thing. And so if people are texting driving, they're not paying attention, other people get hurt, they get hurt, people die. Well, hopefully you actually see a reduced number of accidents that are texting related, and maybe even, depending on how big this thing really is, get my name out there for film, even. That's kind of my selfish motive for this.
It builds your resume a little bit.
Yes, it does.
Sure.
It's a padding on there. I do hope it does its job in reducing accidents, because I don't know if I'd ever get hit by someone texting and driving, but I sure don't know about alternatives being talked about in the film. But what I would say is that hands-free is awesome. There's tons of things out there for that. You just go pick up like a $10 jack for your phone, and it works great, actually.
And so you don't have to text, you can just talk.
Exactly, yeah. And then there's also talk-to-text things for the smartphones, and that's beyond my understanding the best. When we, just because we got all in our makeup and the blood and the gashes and stuff, I had this big one on my forehead up here. It started about in the middle and went all the way back into there. It was really fun just because there's just blood everywhere, and it's not the whole gore factor, but it's just kind of, you get to play this part that you never really would play.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh hey, I'm zombie number 2 in this movie or something like that. But it's just different.
So the makeup was fun.
Yeah, the makeup was really fun.
And how did you guys simulate the crash? Was it like, was there some stunt involved in it, or was it pretty much, hey, we're driving, cut, sound effect, okay, now we're back, and these kids are all smashed up?
Yeah, the latter. Definitely.
Okay.
What happened was they took an old car and they just flipped it over on the side of the highway, and we ended up, my friend, he got underneath it. He was supposed to be pinned, and then I got inside the car and upside down because I was driving. So it was really kind of interesting.
I gotcha. So there was some real production that went into this.
Definitely.
This isn't just 2 kids and a flip camera.
No, definitely not. They had a whole like boom for the camera, and then they had the paramedics. They had a life flight helicopter. They had police. They had catering. Well, see, being an unconscious person, there isn't much challenge. I would say, though, that the most challenging part of the entire thing was being strapped to a gurney for 2 hours, because you get very sore, and you get very tired and stiff, and so when they unbuckle you, you can't move at all. So each time, we actually did 2 different shoots for the life flight and for the accident scene. So 2 different times I was strapped to that board for 2 hours, and so, you know, I'm awful. I felt awful. Each time I had to have people help me up and just.
I got you. You got to suffer for your art, right?
Yeah.
See in the clip.
You're actually going to see me being unloaded from the helicopter, and then entering into the hospital, and a teacher filmed that.
Yeah, so just rough cut guerrilla footage, yeah.
Exactly, and you'll see the director, and he's filming. You'll see the other actual crew members. Kind of the discipline, I'd say, because when you're stuck upside down in a car for about half an hour, you get very uncomfortable. I mean, you're strapped to a board, you know, and you have to lie very still, eyes closed, and there's all this stuff going around you, and you have no idea what's going on, but you want to know, and so, but you have to keep your eyes closed, and you have to, you can't look, you can't move, and so it's just the discipline of being able to sit still and
to do what you got to do when you got to do it, even though it hurts and it's miserable.
Yes.
Before even.
Yeah.
Hey ladies, here we go.
Hey guys.
Okay, stop for a second.
It's a little dry.
Let's give it a try.
We're supposed to go with them.
Okay, come
The
ahead.
what? Oh, that was